Dumping on processed foods is the thing to do these days. I have done my share of that too. While they're not exactly poisons, Froot Loops, Pop-Tarts, soft drinks, and chicken nuggets should not be major components of a diet. But there is a wide spectrum of processed foods. Frozen vegetables are processed, so is pasteurized milk and yogurt. Like in so many areas of nutritional science, there are nuances upon nuances. The NOVA system attempts to categorize the relationship between processed foods and health by sorting foods into 4 groups. Group 1 includes unprocessed or minimally processed foods like fruits, seeds, vegetables, eggs, nuts, and meat. In Group 2, we have the likes of oils, butter, and sugar, foods that are produced by pressing, milling, or refining Group 1 foods. Group 3 has food that requires significant processing, such as cured meat, cheese, beer, and pickled vegetables. Group 4 contains chips, ice cream, prepared frozen dishes, sweetened cereals, canned soups. In other words, the notorious ultra-processed foods. The usual message is to emphasize Group 1 foods over Group 4 in our diet. Numerous epidemiological studies support this recommendation, having found an association between obesity, cancer, cardiovascular disease, and ultra-processed diets. Another association has recently popped up, this time between ultra-processed food consumption and brain health. We're talking not only about cognitive function, but risk of stroke as well. In 2003, some 20,000 adults over the age of 45 with no history of stroke or cognitive impairment were enlisted in a study and were followed for 4 years. Using food frequency questionnaires, their foods were categorized according to the NOVA system, memory tests were administered, and stroke cases were identified from medical records. Risk of stroke increased with more foods consumed from Group 3 and 4, and there was significantly more cognitive impairment associated with a diet high in Group 4 foods. The researchers also determined which of the subjects were following a Mediterranean, DASH, or MIND diet, all of which emphasize vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and fish. These diets minimize processed foods, so it comes as no surprise that they were also associated with a low risk of stroke and cognitive impairment. There's nothing really dramatically new here. When it comes to decision making, we know that nuts are better than chips for a snack, a grilled cheese sandwich with a tomato is better than a frozen pizza, oatmeal is better than cornflakes, pita with hummus beats a hot dog, water is definitely preferred over soda pop, and an apple triumphs over a donut. And that for today is our Cup of Joe.